Hey everybody, TrinfiniteX here, back with Pokémon X. How is everyone today? I have finally decided to start emulating things. I hope this volume setting is okay. I think it'll work out. I hope the screen setting is okay. This should work well enough. Feel free to let me know what you guys think of it. But for now, let's start our adventure. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. Ah, yes, the classic introduction. I'm Augustine Sycamore, the Kalos region's very own Pokemon professor. Hey, Evelyn, how's it going? Yeah, you're right. X and Y wasn't super popular back in the day, but I mean, I had been out of Pokemon for quite some time at that point, so I was just like, how much further can they keep going with this? Like, what are these weird names like X and Y? I remember that was my initial reaction. But now I'm finally getting the chance to actually play it. Semi-blind. I've already watched it years ago, and I have done my research before starting this playthrough, so I sort of know what I'm doing, kind of. But I don't remember everything in great detail. And of course, watching the story of a game and actually playing it are totally different things. Also, you liked this generation? This world of ours is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Yep, classic introduction. These mysterious creatures can be found in every corner of our world. Some run across the plains, others fly across the skies, and others yet swim in the ocean. I like this better than the Gen 3 remake. Really? You liked this more than Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, huh? You know, I was actually thinking about doing that next, since they came after this. And I hear it had an awesome post-game, if nothing else. But we'll see, one step at a time. Now that I've taken my first steps into emulating, I can actually play all the Pokemon games that I missed out on originally, so we live together with these Pokemon, lending our strength to one another to live and prosper. Okay, so, as is tradition on my channel, we are picking female. And of course, why not just go with Serena's look from the anime? No reason not to. There we go. Yeah, so this game actually has lots of customization options for the female protagonist and, like, very little for the male protagonist. It's pretty lopsided. If you do your research, you'll see it pretty quickly. It's like, wow, the guys got screwed in this one. So yeah, definitely gonna pick the female protagonist this time around. Also, because why not? I mean, it's Serena from the anime. Might as well. Okay, first thing we have to do is get dressed. If you try to go downstairs without getting dressed, obviously you won't be allowed to go. I've already done the beginning of this because I had to test this emulator somehow. I had to test things somehow, so I've already done the beginning. It's about time you get going. Why don't you step out and say hello to our neighbors? Yeah, this game is pretty easy, from what I've heard from everyone. But trust me, we will not be taking the easiest path that we could take. Welcome to Vanilleville Town. Forgive me if I mispronounce things in this based on France generation. There's gonna be some French and I will probably mispronounce it. The name's Kayla, I live next door. And I'm Shauna. Great to meet you. Guess what? We've come to get you. Renowned Professor Sycamore lives here in the Kalos region. I heard he has a task for 5 kids, including us. But I'm surprised he knows who you are. You did just move to Vanilleville after all. We'll wait for you in the next town over. And you know what? We're going to get a Pokémon. Come on, hurry, let's go. Uh-huh. Hey, Aurora, how's it going? Thank you so much for the 52 months. Welcome in. How are you today? Pyroar, huh? Pyroar is your favorite of this generation, eh? We were just talking about you. Come on, have a seat. Good. Leaving work so you'll be lurking? Alright, cool. I'm glad to have you. Hope I can... I know you're not a huge Pokemon fan, Aurora, but hopefully I can serve as reasonable background noise. This is the meeting place, Trin. This table, specifically. I'll introduce you. Everyone, this is Trin. Wow, Shauna's description was spot on. So, Trin, this is, Tierno? Yeah, I guess. Tierno, he can really tear up the dance floor. And this is Trevor. He's a little shy, but he always gets perfect scores on his tests. Alright, hey, nice to meet you. You know, it feels like we're a closer crew if we call each other by nicknames. I disagree. Can I call you Lady T? No way, she's a little T for sure. No, thank you. What do you think, Trevor? What? You want me to nickname someone I just met? Yes! That's... This guy gets it! That's completely unreasonable. Shauna, you shouldn't put people on the spot like this. I don't know. How about something low-key? Maybe something like T-Kins. How about no? You should decide what we call you. You can call me by my name. I don't know what they were thinking when they wrote this. Not gonna lie. Yeah, exactly. How's it going, Duck Game? Good to see you. I almost mistook you for Avalon for a second there because your names are the same color in the chat. Yes, this is a very forgettable friend group. That much I remember from watching this. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, the nicknames are literally just based on the first letter of your character name. You want us to call you Trin? You by my name? Well, yeah. That sounds great. Okay, Trin fits you perfectly. I'm sure we're gonna be great friends, so I'll call you that too. Uh-huh. Hey, can we meet the Pokemon now? I want to meet my new partner soon. I know, right? It was such a cool feeling when Trevs and I met our Pokemon. Hope you feel the same way we did. Oh, you guys already have them? Alright. So, I have decided to go with Fennekin. Originally, I was gonna go with Froakie and get the Greninja, but then I'm like, okay, this is not the current generation. I am only playing through this game once. I'm going through the story. I'm gonna get all the post-game, whatever there is I can get. I'm probably not even gonna fill out the Pokédex. So, and there's no means of actually changing your Pokemon's ability in this game. You have to, like, do some weird, like, friend safari thing to even have a chance at catching a Froakie with the hidden ability. So, the thing about Greninja is, while it is a pretty good water type, its greatest strength is Protean, the ability to change types based on the move you're using. Without that hidden ability, it's actually, it's still good, but, you know, for a single player playthrough, Delphox is actually just better. Yeah, Greninja with Protean or Battle Bond is busted, but without it, it's just kind of, eh. It's fast and strong, which is good for single player, but honestly, yeah, but it's typing, but water type is not exactly the best offensive type. Fire and Psychic, however, is great. Like, I actually also, another thing about Greninja is the dark moves. Like, yeah, I know it's water dark, but here's the thing. You don't get any good dark moves for a really long time, and I looked it up. You don't get it until it's far too late to have dark moves. Plus, Delphox is not slow. Like, Greninja's speed is 122, but Delphox is 104, which is plenty fast enough for single player. Plus, it's just, we have more special attack as well, and like the gyms, based on the gyms, I looked up the gyms and the Elite Four in advance, not necessarily to see what they had, but at least to see what types they are. And yeah, Fire Psychic is good against a lot of things. Water Dark is only useful against a few of them. So yeah, we're gonna be going with Fennekin. We're gonna go with the Fire starter. It's fast enough, and it has a really high special attack stat. And some good typing. Fire Psychic is great for single player. If this was the current gen, and I was expecting to play online or have to hunt down everything, and I wanted like Protean and stuff, like if this was the current generation, I would probably pick Froakie and make it work. I would probably find a way to do it, but this is going to be a one-shot playthrough because this is an old generation. I don't intend to collect everything. I don't care if my team is super strong. I'm just playing through the game once. I'm not necessarily going to 100% it. So, we received Fennekin. Would you like to give your Pokemon a nickname? No. You guys can nickname everything else if you want to, but I reserve the right, as always, to just keep my starter as is, so you're not going to give your Pokemon a nickname? That is correct. I mean, assuming I get the chance to rename things later. That's actually a big assumption. Might not be able to do that, actually. Yeah, hold on. We'll see about that. Today's stream might be a little short. Pyroar, Tyrantrum, Gothitail, Greninja, Pangoro. That was your team, huh? Alright. That's an interesting team. That's a good point. Only 5? Did you have an HM slave? Yeah, my goal is literally beat the champ, complete the post game, and get all the legendaries and whatever, and call it good. Literally, I'm going to beat all of the single player content there is that doesn't require me to like connect to anyone or do anything. Again, this is not the current generation. I don't care about 100%ing the Pokédex or making sure my Pokemon are, super competitive or, or anything like that. I'm just going to complete everything there is to complete in the single player and then move on. Doesn't necessarily have to be 100% because I've already got 100% in the current generations, and that's what matters. Okay, my partner is Chespin. Wow, we go together great. The two of us are just way too cute. Okay. Good to meet you, Froakie. My name's Caleb. Because of you, I can be a real Pokemon trainer. Thanks. Pardon me. Hey, but I have something for you from the professor as well. I have something that will help you understand Pokemon on a much deeper level. We get our Pokédex. Yeah, I'm gonna try as best I can to not have an HM slave. I'm gonna see if I can make it through without the HM slave. The Pokédex I just gave you is a high-tech device that automatically records the Pokemon you encounter. The reason you get one is because the professor wants us to go on a journey with our Pokemon and complete the Pokédex. Yeah, might not be doing that. To put it another way, it's an important mission from the professor, I'm sure of it. Oh, lighten up, Trevs. You're way too serious sometimes. Trin, please take this with you too. It's a letter from the professor. He said you should give it to your mom. Alright, we're done with our errand for the professor. I guess Trevs and I will go look for Pokemon. Let's go, Trevs. And off they go. In Kalos, kids are chosen to carry a Pokédex and go on an adventure. But you need to give that letter to your mom before any of that. Okie dokie. Also, we can actually sit in the chairs. So I gotta say, this game actually looks pretty good for a 3DS game. Oh, but excuse me. Before we get started, I forgot something. Hold on. Pardon me. I forgot something. Something very important. Let's just make sure we have what we need. Here we go. Yeah, so I made sure in advance to use some save states to reset until I got the nature I wanted on my starter. We have a modest nature. Now we can do this. Yeah, I did hear about the free Torchic they gave out, but I'm not connecting to anything. Yeah, don't worry. I already have a Pokemon planned for Fly. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys that right now. I'm still gonna, just like when I played Gen 8 and 9, like I had save files prepared in advance so that I could guarantee that at the very least I have the nature I want on my Pokemon. I'm gonna be doing that with this too, only it's much easier because I have save states. So yes, I had a save state with my Fennekin having a modest nature, which is beneficial. Minus attack plus special attack, that is perfect for us. As I said, 104 speed base from Delphox is fast enough. I don't need to be, yeah, I don't need a plus speed nature, really. Just power and more power. We're going to power through everything. Almost forgot while I was talking to you guys. Anyway, Trin, wait. You're gonna be my opponent in my Pokemon battling debut. Okay, little chessman, it's our first battle. Let's win it with style. Okie dokie. Sure thing, Shauna. Clearly, you know less about type matchups than the preschoolers we're going to be encountering on the road later. Well, I can tell you right now, Duck Game, we are not going to be sticking with, like, Serena's team. This, beyond this. Yeah, Shauna's not the real rival. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, beyond this, my team will not look like Serena's, even though I've chosen the character that looks like Serena, and even the starting Pokemon that was Serena's. Past this point, it will not look like Serena's team. Here, let me fix up your Pokemon. Say hi to your mom for me. Uh-huh. Oh, and let me just go ahead and say this right now. We're not using the Lucario. We are not using the unbelievably overpowered free Mega Lucario they give us right after the third gym. We're not doing that. As soon as I saw that, I was like, that's ridiculous. A free Mega Lucario at the third gym? It's no wonder people said this game was too easy. Yeah, don't worry, we're not doing that. I'm not going to cheese the game. If I wanted to do that, I'd buy X items and just use my starter and win everything. Yeah, I'll put it in my team only for as long as it's absolutely required, and then it's out. We're not doing that. And that's the only thing I'm gonna tell you about our team until I get it. So, what did you and the neighbor kids end up doing? Wait 1 second, Trin, is that a Pokeball you have there? Yes, it is. You got your very own Pokemon. Lucky you. How about that? You're a Pokemon trainer, too. Oh, congratulations. Huh? A letter from me? It says it's from somebody named Sycamore. What could it be? A love letter? Wow, what lovely handwriting. What do we have here? A request? Oh, I see. Trin, we've barely unpacked. All kinds of exciting things are happening. Okay, let's get you and Fennekin ready for your journey. %, 90% of the Mega as our post E4. Yeah, that's kind of what I found out from my research. Here you are, Trin. You've been packed to change of clothes. Hi, what an unexpected turn of events. It's just like a sudden last burst of speed from a racer in a Rhyhorn race. You made friends, you met your Pokemon. Now you get to take a lap around Kalos. I mean, actually, it's more of a kind of a infinity shape, I think. Oh, and don't forget this. Town map. Know how to use a town map, right? Uh-huh. That's my girl. Select the town map from your bag whenever you want to use it. I don't know what this Professor Sycamore wants you to see on your trip, but taking a journey with your Pokemon is a really wonderful experience. And that's how raising a kid in the Pokemon universe works. Once they get to a certain age, you just kind of let them go on a journey, I guess. And it's totally safe. It looks more like a club from playing cards. I mean, like, sort of, like, I get what you're saying. Also, hey, Piker, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. This Rhyhorn can work a laptop, can it? What a card. I guess Rhyhorn just wanted to give you a big send-off for your journey. Well, it has known you since you were born, after all. Good luck, Trin. And don't worry. You'll have Pokemon by your side, and so you'll be fine. Okay. Really? Piker, this is one of your favorite Pokemon games? I mean, to be fair, it does look nice. Wrong one. This actually does look pretty nice for a 3DS game. Not gonna lie. I mean, maybe it's the emulator. I don't know. Or maybe it's just that Pokemon has an art style that doesn't really require the best, like, graphical performance to look nice. Anyway, I'll buy just one of these. Just in case. That should be enough. Trying to think, do I even want to bother? It's literally just... It's literally just Pokeballs. You know what? No. Because I already know we're about to get a bunch of free ones. No need. It's not like I'm trying to complete the decks, really. So I don't need to worry about that. Not unless there's some sort of story-significant reward for completing the decks. In which case, I'll probably do a large chunk of that on my own time. Okay. My modest Fennekin has lots of firepower. So, Piker, if this is one of your favorite games, what was your team when you played it? This is my first playthrough of X and Y. Well, X specifically. Immediately gets crit, streamer curse. A little bit, but thankfully it doesn't actually matter that much. Oh, hi, Trin. Come learn how to catch Pokemon with me. Kalen's mom and dad are amazing trainers. That's why he knows so much about catching Pokemon and battling. You can talk about my parents if you want, but it doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm going to show you how to catch one now, so watch carefully. Fun fact, this Pidgey is static, you will encounter it in this row of grass. Yeah. Yeah, I figured that out. It's like I said, I've actually set up these save states that the save state that I used for the nature on Fennekin. I actually have one for Froakie as well, because I was initially gonna do Froakie, because I thought at some point I'd get an ability patch and I'd have Protean, but then I found out that that's not how it works. In this generation, that doesn't exist, and the only way to get a Protean Greninja is to do some sort of friend safari thing in order to find one with the hidden ability. Yeah, I found that out and I was like, well, in that case, there's not really any strong reason for me to necessarily pick Froakie. Like, it is still fast and strong, but yeah, Fennekin's gonna have a better matchup though. And it's, like I said, fast enough. So, yeah, it's also post E4. That's the other reason. I was just like, yeah, no, if I can't get Protean, then what's the point? Wow, the Pokemon went inside the Pokeball? Shauna. Seriously, Shauna? Did you forget it already? Your Chespin is in a Pokeball, right? Anyway, I'll share some Pokeballs with you too. Shauna does not seem like the brightest bulb in the pack. Pokeballs, do you think I can catch Pokemon with them too? If you throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon around here, you'll probably catch it. He's not joking. At this point, they're all so low level, they'd pretty much just get in the ball. Okay, if I find a cute Pokemon, I'll throw lots of Pokeballs at it. Then we'll become friends, because that's how it works in the Pokemon universe. Careful, Shauna, don't expose how ridiculous our universe is too much. Catching a wild Pokemon makes your Pokemon stronger too. Be seeing you. Sure, Caleb. All right. Yeah, and you need to friend people on your system, so an emulator, it's literally impossible, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I made sure to do my research in advance. I know what I want and where everything is more or less that I want. Relative to when I need it, at least. Okay, let's get rid of this. First time you played it, your team was Delphox, Tyrantrum, and Florges. Don't remember the others. Fair enough. Did you even have any others? You probably could have won with that team. This route is 100% catch rate until you get the first badge. Wow, okay. Interesting. I did not know that. So when we get another member, not for some time. Well, kinda. It'll definitely be after the first gym. There's nothing else here that we need. In the original route that I had planned with Froakie, I was gonna pick up a Fletchling so I could get Talonflame, but that won't be necessary here. Hold on. Before I forget, I want to make sure we change the text speed to fast. Almost forgot. And might as well drop a save. Is that the right button? Yes, it is. Okay. Here's our first little Timmy battle. When two trainers' eyes meet, a Pokemon battle must begin. Yep. Since I'm playing on emulator, I had the choice of playing X or Y. And while I am aware that Charizard Y is in fact superior to Charizard X, I am more looking forward to Mega Mewtwo X, actually. Also, Xerneas looks cooler than Yveltal, even though I acknowledge that Yveltal is just as good. Or at least, it's just as good, maybe even better in modern generations, but when it came out, it was eh. Just remembered you also had a Pyroar. It sounds like your team is pretty similar to Avalon's. Avalon just was talking about his team. Sounds like a lot of you made some similar decisions. Anyway. Oh, I need to reorder my moves. That's what it is. Sorry, Austin. Gen 9 removed that. The when eyes meet, we must fight. Yeah, that's right. Generation 9 did remove that, didn't it? Should have told me that you were that strong. I indeed am that strong. I just showed you. Now, real quick, I need to reorder. Let's make it easier to spam this move, because that's what we'll be doing. All right. Wait up, let's walk together. I feel like something exciting will happen if I stay behind you. I'll heal your Pokemon whenever you want. Okay, good. How about you do it right now for me? Welcome to Viridian Forest 2.0. Yeah, I mean, I like the atmosphere and the music in here. It's kind of nice. And now to burn everything down with our fire type. Like the layout is just Viridian Forest. Is it exactly the same? I mean, it does seem similar, but I wasn't sure if it was exactly the same or not. Huh. All right. Let's burn everything we encounter. Burn it with fire. Nothing over there. A battle? Hey, look, a Pikachu. We could catch it, or we could not. Raichu is a straight downgrade of the Pokemon I plan to use. A little later on. If you've seen my other Pokemon playthroughs, you should have at least some guess as to what Pokemon I might be tempted to use for single player. Let's go ahead and take this guy out. Plus, obviously, not minded because you're a positive person. Why, thank you. But we'll not be using either of those. They are far too weak, and their skills are based on doubles rather than singles. Fletchling, you're not fire type yet, so this will be neutral. Yeah, I guess we'll fight it. Let's see how much damage I do against a resist. Yeah, not very much against a resist target. I mean, I've seen Pansear in the anime. But you're right, technically I've never actually seen this Pokemon in a game. Oh my gosh, it's taking way too long to fight. We're gonna skip over anything that resists us. I'm gonna run from anything that resists us from now on. Oh, and by the way, when I was save stating for this Fennekin, I didn't just get a good nature, I also happened to get some pretty good IVs as well. I actually plugged the numbers I got into the Pokemon damage calculator. We have a pretty decent Fennekin. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Surely ZA will solve that. Yeah, I hope so. I hope ZA allows us to get all the Pokemon that are missing from the Pokemon Home Dex, and then I can have a completed Pokedex. We talk to Calum here, we get a Pokeball. Free stuff is always good. Yeah, so we're not going to be catching anything before the first gym. I'll just go ahead and say that right now. We're not catching anything before the first gym. Yeah, it's the monkeys, Furfrou, and like a couple other things on the side. Yeah, like, there's not much. There's not much. Might as well take a free heal. Mainly so I don't run out of ammo. I want to make sure I have plenty of embers. Don't want to run out of that. If you guys really want to guess at what team I'll be using, remember, for single-player playthrough purposes, I prefer fast and strong over tanky. And everything I'm going to get has to be obtainable by around the 4th gym. Otherwise, it's not worth having on my team. So, anything you can't get until after the 4th gym is probably not going to be in the team. Also, my team will have at least some super effective option against everything. There won't be any gaps. Even though I probably don't need all that. Like, as usual, I am aware that I could just load up on X special attacks and just probably beat the game with my starter alone if I wanted to, but I've decided I would like to actually, you know, have and show off a proper team, even though I probably don't need to go that far. I really want to catch a Pikachu, but I haven't seen a single one. We've seen several, Shauna. I'll leave you to speculate what you think we'll be getting. I mean, I've already told you, beyond Fennekin here, I won't be getting anything else that was in Serena's anime team. We're all here. Let's go to Santaloon. I hope I'm saying that right. Santaloon City? Yep. I'll try to read everything, but I'm not super dedicated to reading every line of dialogue. What are you all going to do? Well, I look for Pokemon, of course. The professor did ask us to complete the Pokedex after all. And furthermore, different Pokemon prefer living in different places. To put it another way, it's a chance to find different Pokemon than the ones in the forest. But different Pokemon will use different moves. Yeah, no kidding. I sure want to see lots of moves. It's no wonder this friend group is very forgettable. What are you going to do, Caleb? I'm going to go to Santaloon City his gym and take on the gym leader. So you know, Pokemon trainers test their strength by battling with the gym leaders in each Pokemon gym. Wow, you sure know a lot. I learned a lot from others. Here, I have something for you guys. Adventure rules. I wrote down 10 different tips every trainer should know. Here's one for you. And we will promptly put it in our bag and never look at it. Look in those rules if you're confused about something. Not confused about anything. Shauna, you need it, if anything. Oh, this is great. I'm going to spend some time getting to know my little chessman. Yeah, Caleb, someone who has played Pokemon before, yeah. I can only imagine now that it's all pretty obvious stuff. Did you know your Pokemon has certain types, and those types have matchups? And not just your Pokemon, but your moves have types and matchups. Maybe he'll even go over things like stab or critical hits. You're not a water type yet. Should probably all be basic information. Oh yeah, status ailments. Almost forgot about that. Status ailments make catching Mon easier, uh-huh. Yeah, basic stuff. So basic. Didn't even think about it. If you weaken it first, it'll be easier to catch. Okay, yeah, so all these trainers on the first road here are going to fall pretty easily. So a convenient thing about the Fennekin route that I'm using here is that when I was doing my Froakie preparations before I decided to make the switch, I discovered that we don't have EXP share automatically. I was like, okay. So I remember older games like Gen 1 didn't even have EXP share, and then the later ones did. But I wasn't exactly sure when and where that came in for Gen 6. I'm like, okay, so am I going to have EXP share from the beginning? But no, we don't. We actually don't get it until after the first gym. So conveniently with Fennekin, I'm not catching anything until after the first gym. So it works out nicely that way. I don't have to actually worry about not having EXP share, because by the time I want to catch stuff, I'll already have it. Or even more basic, press this button to open menu. Oh my gosh. Sad part is that might be true. That's okay, I'll never know. I'm not going to ever look at Caleb's notes. There's simply no reason to. Get it later, but this is the first gen where it's a key item. that's either on and applies to whole party or off. Catching Pokemon didn't gain EXP till Gen 8. Actually, that's incorrect. That's in this generation. In fact, might even be in earlier ones, but it's definitely in this generation. They literally just said that when you catch a Pokemon, it makes your Pokemon stronger. I've actually done it too. When I was doing my Froakie route, I caught a Fletchling, and I actually got EXP for it. I don't know about Gen 7. I haven't gotten to that yet. But now that I'm emulating stuff, I probably will get to it at some point. I mean, I might as well. Now that I've figured out the whole emulation thing, I may as well do the other generations of Pokemon that I missed out on. So I already did the Diamond and Pearl remakes on stream when they came out. The other gens, I've already done the Let's Go Eevee, which counts as a Gen 1 remake. So I've done Gen 1, 4, 8, and 9 on stream. I'm doing Gen 6 right now. So let's see. I could do Oraz for Gen 3, the Soul Silver Heart Gold for Gen 2, and then I would do Black and White, and then I can emulate Gen 7 just as easily as I'm emulating this. So 4 generations of Pokemon that I need to do, right? I did add that up correctly, right? Yeah, plus the one I'm in. So 4 more, and yeah, 4 more after this one. Black and White and Black and White 2. Yeah, see, that one's gonna be... That's gonna be interesting. Going through the same generation twice, but I hear they're actually very different games. So that's going to be interesting. Here to get your Pokemon healed? You can even put Pokemon you've caught into the PC when you have more than you can carry. Yeah, huh? Yeah, sure. It's a good idea to stock up on Pokeballs and potions and stuff in the Pokemart too. Yeah, so, okay, so is this the first generation where they have a Pokemart inside of the Pokemon centers? Because they finally realized that that's just convenient and they may as well? No, Gen 5 did as well? Oh, good. Okay, so when I go back to play Black and White, it'll be convenient that way too. Also, there's a dressing room, but we don't really have anything to work with, and probably won't for a while. Somewhere around halfway through the playthrough, I'll start experimenting with our customization options. That is part of the reason I chose the female trainer after all. However, until we get certain things unlocked. I don't feel like there's much point in it. Also, we don't have any money. Like, there's a fashion shop right over here, but it doesn't offer much, and we don't have any money to spare at the moment. But we will get a lot more later. Yeah, we're gonna stick to Serena's original look for a while. But once we get enough money and some stuff unlocked, I will probably do just like I did in Gen 8 and start customizing my appearance a lot. Ew, who wants to go to school in a Pokemon game? Well, actually, we do for just a second because this guy gives us free items and then we'll walk out. Man, imagine an entire Pokemon game based on going to school. That'd be so dumb, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm gonna skip over her for now. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and actually save right now. Since we've made it reasonably far in. We are going to fight every trainer. Can't skip any of those. That just wouldn't be right. Okay. Why yes, Duck Game, that was the joke. Is one enough? Yeah, let's just go with that. Water types are going to be a problem in the short term. But it'll be easy enough once we start getting things together. Once we start getting our team together, mostly around about the second gym-ish. Imagine the Pokemon anime was just kid in school. Yeah. To be honest, in terms of customization in 3D, this game walks so future ones could run. Yeah. And then, unfortunately, most future ones decided to also walk. Yeah. Gen 7. Really? Does Gen 7 actually have less character customization than this? Because I was actually impressed with how much this had. Well, excuse me. I was impressed by how much this had for the female trainer and how little it had for the male trainer. Oh yeah, that's right. I've barely seen any of the Gen 7 anime, but yeah, I do remember now, yeah, Ash was actually in school in Gen 7. Somewhat unbelievably. Csand0123. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna call you Sand if you don't mind. Or Zand, whichever. How are you? You a fan of Pokemon? Whatever works for you, okay. It's nice to meet you too. I think this game's 3D being the way it is. It's really impressive. It's on strictly handheld console. Yeah, this does look really nice for a 3DS game. Like, believe me, there are other 3DS games that do not look this good. I'm doing all right. I'm just playing through Pokémon X for the first time. I didn't have a chance to catch this generation when it came around the first time, so now I'm emulating it. Okay, annoying Marl. Go down already. I'm gonna disagree with you there. Generation 8 was the best. Like, Generation 8 was definitely better than this for character customization. Generation 9 is terrible. But for character customization, yeah, this game is pretty good. I was very surprised. But Generation 8 was really good. Gen 8, 9 lost clothing for better person customizing. I mean, Gen 8 was just better at both. Not Gen 9. Gen 9 sucked. But Gen 8 was... Gen 8 was pretty peak with the character customization. I remember I had a different outfit every stream. It was really nice. Oh, I should have healed. I might be stupid. Riolu. Oh wait, no, I remember this guy. This guy should be easy, I think. Yeah. I think this guy's easy. Oh, is he not gonna... Ooh, okay. Maybe he's tougher than I thought. Hold on. Is he gonna click Endure? Well... I don't think... I mean, it's not gonna matter what he clicks. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, this is the Endure Riolu guy. He's not gonna kill me with his quick attack, right? I should have restored before the battle. I'm not gonna take a chance. I'm not gonna take a chance. The BDSP character customization was... It existed. But it was pretty mid. Like, they had some choices. They had some choices. Yeah, it had some different outfits. BDSP had some different outfits you could choose. It wasn't much. It really wasn't much. But they had a little something there to replace the gambling. Gen 8's character customization was okay. They had cute options, but what I really like about the customization of these games is they have like actual outfits and pieces as well as mannequin displays you can pick up for inspiration. So did Gen 8. Like, Gen 8 had actual outfits as well, and you could easily, before buying, you could easily look to see how it would look on you. Like, you could try stuff. Gen 8's, like, Sword and Shield actually had really good character customization. Okay, I actually need to check on my Fennekin and make sure I'm healed up properly. Should I give it another potion? No, not yet. Gen 8 outfits were just gym uniforms. Okay, hold on. When you say outfits, are you talking about, like, complete sets of, like, you know, shirt, pants, you know, jacket kind of thing? You know, like, is that what you're talking about? Because I remember the ability to, like, there's, like, dozens of different shirts and outfits. Like, different shirts, different pants, and, like, sets of stuff. Yeah, okay. Okay. In which case, maybe. But honestly, who even cares? They had so many other options. You could make your own outfit any way you wanted. Like, I remember, I came up with dozens of different things. It was actually a struggle for me to decide what I wanted to do for each stream. I have it all on YouTube. Gen 8 actually had the most. And if what you said about Gen 7 is correct, Duck Game, if what you said about Gen 7 is correct, and it doesn't have much, then this might actually be the second best, then. Because again, the guys got screwed. All our haircuts look the same. Also, let me be clear, when I refer to character customization, I'm referring to everything. Like, everything from your skin color, your eye color, your hair color, your hair styles, like the number of hairstyles, the number of outfits, all of that. Every single thing you can customize. Gen 8 had quite a bit. This game has quite a lot too, but I still think Gen 8 has more, I believe. Charge. Not super useful, but I'll take it. Yeah, you're right. Gen 9 sucked. Yeah, because you literally... It's funny how Gen 9 was basically like, here, let's let the player customize everything except for their shirt and pants. You know, like the core of their outfit. Let's let them customize literally everything else, but let's limit them when it comes to like the shirt and pants. Let's force them to, yeah, but tons of hair and eye color stuff, and like socks and shoes and like your backpack and all that stuff could be customized. There was so many options. Hats, there's tons of hats and like helmets and stuff, but like, yeah, pants and, shirt and pants, can't change a thing. It's literally just, spring, summer, fall, and winter uniforms, and that's it. And then, oh look, the DLC will finally get proper customization. Nope, just another set of, like, uniforms. You want the blueberry one or the main games ones? And there was like 2 for the Kitakami stuff as well, and it was like, wow, this sucks. Only thing we couldn't edit was height. Well, yeah, I don't think any of the games have let you alter your height, I think. Anyway, we'll get more into the customization once we actually unlock it. So, funny thing about the character customization in this game. So when I got to the central city, shoot, I forgot its name. It's Loomis something. Somebody type the name in chat. What's the central city in Kalos? Loomis something. Lumiere? No, not Lumiere. That's Lumiose. Thank you. I was like, wait a minute. Lumiere. No, that's wrong. That's Expedition 33. Yeah, Lumiose City. When I got there, I tried to go into the character custom into the boutique, and I wasn't stylish enough. And I was like, what do you mean I'm not stylish enough? What the heck is that? And then I looked up how to become more stylish, and I'm like, wow. So the fastest way to do it is just to buy a bunch of Pokeballs from the store. Just buy a bunch of Premier Balls. And you actually can unlock it immediately like that. And I'm like, that's dumb. Like, they wanted you to go around and do a whole bunch of stuff like, yeah, like go around town and visit all these other places. But buying stuff at the shop counts for getting stylish. And I'm like, well, that's dumb. Why even bother restricting it if you're just gonna make it so easy to do by just going to the store? Either force us to go to these other places or don't. But don't just let us get out of it by going to the store to buy Premier Balls. But yeah, so I'm also thinking like maybe not everything will be unlocked until after I get the power back, however I do that. So my thinking is I probably won't customize my look very much until about halfway through the game, and then I'll have lots of money. Yeah, that's the other thing, is like even if I could get in there, it's gonna cost a lot of money from what I've noticed, so I'm gonna be around halfway through the game. Power comes back when you get to Gym 5. Okay. That's probably around the point at which I'll probably start looking at different clothing options and getting new outfits and hair color and all that stuff. I'll start actually customizing our character at that point. Until then, we're gonna stick with Serena's look. Honestly, it's not even that bad. Like, Serena's base look is pretty good, if we're being honest. So we'll be sticking to that for the moment. Excuse me. Coming through. Clothing options in each store also change daily. Really? That I was unaware of. Okay. So, the roller skates. This was interesting when I got these. Yeah, so I'll talk about it in just a second. Let me just go ahead and get these. We're about to go into the first gym here. Yeah, so, wow, that was amazing. You might be even stronger than a gym leader, yeah, huh? Roller skates. Okay. So this game made a choice. When it comes to the roller skates. So before this point, if you use the control stick, or rather the circle pad, if you're playing on an original 3DS, yeah, roller skating is, yeah, you would normally just walk, but now, if you use the control stick or the circle pad, it's now permanently roller skating. You cannot turn this off. You cannot turn this off. If you want to just run and walk normally without the rolling physics, you have to use the D-pad. Yeah, D-pad and hold B for a run. So you're gonna see me doing this a lot and almost never using the skates because the skates are hard to control in tight areas. Pretty much the only place I'm gonna be using the skates, at least as far as I can tell, is probably when I have to do like the rail grinding that comes later, and then also probably in Lumios, because that place is a giant skating rink. So yeah, skates only needed in Gym 3 and a few random items. Yeah. Yeah. So okay, first of all, just in case, for fast travel, I prefer the bike more, to be honest. I wasn't even sure this game had a bike after I saw the roller skates. I was like, so is this supposed to be the bike replacement? Also, yeah, why we get a bike? Yeah, well, I don't know. I am gonna buy one of these just in case. I doubt if I'll need it, but just in case, I can cheese any fight I want. Get a bike pretty early on? Oh, okay. I am semi-blind. I've done a bunch of research, and I have seen the story of this game long ago, so, like, I'm not totally blind, but I also don't entirely know everything about the details, having never played this before. So I'm semi-blind. Anyway, let me check on a few things. I want to make sure of some stuff. With our Fennekin here, coming along nicely. But I want to make sure that we hit level 16 before fighting the gym leader. So, we need to do just a little bit of grinding. Not much. Basically, just get roundabouts level 15, maybe just a little past will be enough. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah, no, when it comes to my team and like when and where certain things I need for my team are, I'm very well researched. Like, I know what gyms are coming. I don't necessarily remember what they have, but I know what types they are. I know what types the Elite Four are. I know basic stuff. I know I've sort of got my progression and my team all planned out in advance. So that part is very thoroughly researched. I am not new to Pokemon at all. I know what I'm doing. But there are certain details like the fact that there's a bike, despite there being roller skates. Well, I wasn't aware of that particular detail. Or when and where I'll encounter Team Flare. Like, I know they're in this game somewhere. I'm trying to decide what's the best way to deal damage here. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Oh, far-fetched. Alright. Well, at least it doesn't resist fire. Yeah, and like, everybody else saw this earlier, Sand, but like, my Fennekin is modest in nature because I loaded a save state. Because I want my Pokemon to at least have a good nature. I'm not too worried about the IVs or anything that crazy. But I do want my Pokemon to be optimized a little bit. I know that's somewhat overkill for a single-player playthrough, but I just feel more comfortable that way. Let's get just a little bit more. Oh yeah, this is a modest Fennekin. It just so happens that it has really good IVs as well. Yes, I'm going to fight all the side trainers, every single trainer in the game that isn't a huge pain to get to, I will be fighting. Like, I do not intend to intentionally skip fighting any trainers. And it's a girl too, which fits Fennekin's vibe. Yeah, I wasn't aiming for specifically female Fennekin, but I ended up with one. Anyway. It also fits nicely, well, like, so far, it also fits nicely with, like, the anime, because, like, at this point, we might as well be Serena. That's going to change later. I'm going to get Pokemon she didn't get. But so far, this is effectively a Serena playthrough. Let's heal up. I think we're ready for the gym. Female starters are also pretty rare as well, so that's lucky. Really? Is there actually a higher chance of male starters than female ones? I didn't know that, if that's true. Different levels of preparedness, good movesets, good typing, good EVs, IVs, style points for shinies. And I don't care about shinies. Or at least most of the time, I don't care about shinies. Honestly, good movesets and typing will get you through any Pokemon game. Yeah, really. Good movesets and typing is enough, but I also prefer to have good natures. I don't care about IVs as much for single players. For a single player playthrough, I don't care about IVs and EVs too much, but primarily, I do want to have a good nature at least. And that's usually good enough. Serena only got 2 other Mon and one was just an Eevee. I thought she evolved it to Sylveon. It wasn't just an Eevee. Female ones are 25%. Really? Oh, okay. All starters are 1 in 8 to be female. Most starters only have a 12.5% chance, so it's even lower than 25%. Okay. So then I got super lucky, I guess. Anyway. She did, but that's not really a new catch. Oh, well, okay. However you want to look at it. Okay, anyway, the main thing is I need to evolve, well, I want to evolve before the gym leader. Make sure I have enough here. Vivox, Sylveon, and Pancham. Yeah, we will not be bothering with Pancham. It's an early Pokemon I could catch, but, nah. It's not fast enough for my liking. As I said, when it comes to single player, I prefer fast and strong over bulky most of the time. Actually, we're both wrong. The only real starter in Gen 3 has a 50% chance of being female. Well, in Gen 3, but what about Gen 6? Sorry, haven't done Gen 3 yet. If there's a joke there, it flew over my head because I have not done Gen 3 yet. I'll probably do Oraz for Gen 3. Probably after this game. Will I be getting anything Ash had in Kalos? Well, I don't have Greninja. What else did he have? Remember, I haven't watched all of the anime. I'm not completely up to date on that. I hope I have enough. I mean, if I don't, it's fine. Should have enough, right? Yeah, Talonflame, Noivern, Hawlucha, Gudra. Well, had I gone Greninja, I would have picked up a Talonflame, as I discussed earlier. But as for everything else, with the 3 that you listed, I am going to pick up one of them. Hey, Judex. How's it going? Yeah, of the remaining 3, besides Talonflame, I'm going to pick up one of those. You should be able to guess which one it is. I am doing quite well. I have figured out emulation, and I am now going to play through these Pokemon games that I didn't get a chance to go through growing up. Or when they came out. I just didn't get them. Yeah, I'm gonna go through all the Pokemon generations I didn't play through before. There we go. Perfect. Just enough for level 16. No, Judex, this is emulating on my PC. I just definitely got the ROM from the cart I own. That's definitely what happened. Anyway, so we have our middle stage now. I forgot what it's called, and it was literally just on screen. Braxon? No. Bryxon? Bray? Oh. Like Braxon? Okay. Whatever. Whatever. It turns into Delphox. In about 20 more levels. Thank you for the pronunciation guide. And yes, I totally have a physical copy of this game. Definitely. That determined expression, that glint in your eye, that says you're up to the challenge. It's fantastic, just fantastic. Is this your first time challenging a gym? No, I mean yes. Fantastic. Whether it's the tears of frustration and that follow a loss, or the blossoming of joy that comes with victory, they're both great subjects for my camera. Fantastic. This will be just fantastic. You love that word, don't you? Now come at me. My lens is always focused on victory. I won't let anything ruin this shot. This me? Yes. Altogether? No. Exactly. DK next Thursday. Very excited. I probably won't get the game right away, but I will get it, and I will probably alternate it with Pokemon. So I might not be streaming DK next week, but maybe starting the week after, I'll probably pick it up. And then I'll alternate it with Pokemon. Furry bait. Yeah, no. Anyway. Okay. Sadly, this won't be enough to kill. Even with a modest nature, it's not quite enough to kill the Surskit and prevent it from doing this. That it always does first. And she's also about to use a potion. So I'm just gonna do this. DK's looking pretty cool. Hope it scratches my Mario itch. It probably will. From the looks of it, it's not gonna play that differently from a Mario game. It's just a Mario game, but you get to break the terrain is all. Yeah, the gym theme is okay in this game. It's not the greatest, but it's all right. It's passable. Do I want to howl again? No. Of course it's a crit. Only when I'm streaming is it a crit. Gen 5? It's been a minute since I've heard Gen 5's music, but Gen 6, it's got some okay tracks here and there. Honestly, I think one of the best tracks from this generation right here, Gen 6, is just the Fashion Boutique. It's honestly pretty good. We'll get there. Fire move's still weak. For one more turn, I think. You still haven't played Scarlet and Violet. Been on it. It's an incredible improvement besides the awful pop-in. Is it finally worn off? There we go. I missed the text box. Easy win as soon as our fire moves aren't inhibited. Well, now that it runs smoother, you should get on it, Judex, before DK comes. It shouldn't take long to finish. Yeah, the draw distance is still bad, and the textures are still ugly, but at least it actually runs smoothly, though. Oh, you're not finishing it before DK comes out? I mean, okay. Like, didn't you have a save file? Weren't you already partway through? Should be easy enough. Trainer, no, it wasn't you alone. You and your Braxton worked together. Blah, blah, blah. That bug badge Pokemon up to level 30 will listen to your orders in battle. Yep, even if you get them from trades. And here, this TM commemorate into your win against Pro Foat like me. Infestation! TM I will never use. Using a TM like that one. And there lets you teach your Pokemon some new moves quicker than a shutter set to 1/1000th can snap shut. TMs are some of the best gear around. They're point and click easy, and you can use them over and over again. In this generation, that's a thing. So for a move called Infestation, use it and it'll be impossible for your opponent to flee from battle. Now then, can you zoom in a bit to check out the tent behind me? Take the stairs that you find behind it, and you'll be back up to the entrance faster than a flash. Thank you, Viola. And goodbye. Cherish this gym badge. It'll be a while before you get another gym. Yeah, so I hear. The pacing is interesting in this game. Do I know about the Pokemon you'll get gifted next? I am aware that I get to pick a Kanto starter, yes. I am aware. And I'm telling you right now, I will not be using a Kanto starter in my team. Literally have done 5 things to upgrade my bike Pokemon and 1 gym. Yeah, I mean, you could finish the rest in a week, Judax. You could get it done. And I missed the DS and 3DS Pokemon games. Well, Gen 6 seems okay so far. Although I am aware of several, how should we say, design decisions they made that perhaps made this game far easier than it should have been. things that I will not be taking advantage of. The new ones just don't hit the same. Well, Gen 8 was fine, but Gen 9, you're right. Generation 9 definitely doesn't hit the same. It's much weaker than the old games. You could have already picked a Kanto starter, Pikachu. Yeah, no. No, we're not doing Pikachu. Raichu is a direct downgrade to the one I'm gonna be picking. You are considering who to pick, though, to influence the other rival teams? I made my choice based on the gyms and, like, you know, what I can get when relative to those fights. And I was making sure that my team is mostly fast and strong, and that I could, like, get all of the TMs for the moves I wanted, again, in time for the gyms. And also making sure that whatever team I end up with actually has coverage on every single type. My complete team has at least one super effective type against everything. As you will see when my team is finished. Anyway, so we've beaten our first gym. Mew is my favorite Gen 1 starter. Let's get our EXP share. And then if I had to pick, who would it be? So, if I was playing Y, it would be a crying shame not to pick Charmander, because Charizard Y is pretty strong, but I'm playing X, and based on my Delphox pick, I would probably pick Bulbasaur, because that would fit nicely into my team. It would give me a poison type to hit fairies with. But the unfortunate thing about Bulbasaur, the Bulbasaur line, and especially like Venusaur, is that there's another Pokemon that I can catch not long after Bulbasaur, that is a direct upgrade. When fully evolved, it is a direct upgrade over Venusaur. At least in my opinion. So there's literally no reason to use the Kanto starters. Bulbasaur is your favorite Pokemon of all time, huh? Interesting choice. As a journalist myself. Oh yeah, this is Viola's sister right here that we're talking to. I work as a journalist myself. Here, why don't you take this to celebrate getting your first badge? EXP share, thank you. Yeah, Alexa. Is that her name, Alexa? I wasn't paying that much attention. You have EXP share and turn it on. All your Pokemon on the team get experience points, but only 50%. The Pokemon doing the battling gets 100% EXP, and the other Pokemon in your team get 50%. Even if they don't appear in the battle. Hope it helps with your training. I work at the big publishing house up in Lumio City. Feel free to stop by anytime if you have the next big scoop to share with me. No problem. So a journalist and a photographer. What an interesting pair of sisters. But let's save our game here. And then let's see, how much further can I go? We can get up to the city. We can at least get to Lumios. All right. Yes, Trin Alexa does ask her sister to take shots for a scoop. Yeah, I mean, I would assume so. I would assume they work together. That just makes sense. I don't go by stats or battle effectiveness, though. I just think it's super cute and love it. Fair enough. If that's what you like, then more power to you, Sand. You enjoy. I can't say that Bulbasaur is among my favorites, but it's also not one that I dislike either. Like, I'm an old Gen 1 guy. Okay? My first Pokemon was Red and Blue on the Game Boy. So I have absolutely nothing against the Kanto starters. I do like the Kanto starters. All of them. I wouldn't say they're my favorite, but I do like them. Personally, when I did Gen 1, I preferred going for Charmander over the other two, mainly because there weren't any good fire types to deal with Erica. Like, basically, basically you can catch like either a Growlithe or a Vulpix right outside of that town where Erica is. But other than that, there are pretty much no fire types in the game otherwise. Like prior to that point, so I always liked picking Charmander so I would actually have a fire type. Let's see, what am I doing? I wonder if maybe I shouldn't just be using Ember on it. Scratch is so pathetically bad. But I wonder if Ember would actually just power through the resistance since I have special attack. Anyway. You're very grass starter biased in the first several generations. Hey, fair enough. My preference is almost always for who's fast and strong. Almost always. Not absolutely always, but most of the time. I usually just aim for the fastest and the strongest. Get in there, oh my gosh. Even from Gen 1, this is... Yeah, even all the way back in Gen 1, this was a problem, like trying to turn in through narrow corridors. End up bumping into walls everywhere. Yeah, probably. I mean, Is that, I mean, what, remind me what the choices for it again were? Tepig and the other two were... What were the other two choices for ZA? Chikorita and Totodile. Oh, yeah, that's right. Here, let's give you Tepig, but then also the other two? No, we're gonna pull the other two starters from Generation 2. That's a weird decision in my mind. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, it bothers me too. I'm just like, why are there two Johto starters and one Gen 5 starter in a game based in Kalos, which is Gen 6? Like, what's going on? What are those choices? You like Skitty, huh? Okay. Oh. Wait, that... Oops. I've already been this way. Well, look, there's another one. Enjoy it while it lasts. I'm running away from this one. PLA had Gen 2, Gen 5, and Gen 7 starter trio. I mean, yes. I remember Legends Arceus had good diversity. And as for which starter I'm going to pick in ZA, it's going to depend on if they did anything to Chikorita and Totodile. Because remember, in PLA, they were different. Their final forms had different types. And they gave them new moves and stuff, so we'll see. We'll see if Kalosian Meganium is just grass type, or if it gained another type. Or if Kalosian Feraligatr has a different type as well. I mean, I know what it should get. It should get dark type. Since it's got crunch. Don't think they will have new forms, but I've heard both those starters and those starters are getting mega evolutions. That could also be a factor, depending on when we can acquire them. See, that's what I was thinking. Meganium should be Grass Fairy. Like, that would be good. That would give Meganium something. Because it's probably, if we're being totally honest, by the stats and typing, Meganium is quite possibly one of the worst starters ever. In any Pokemon game. It desperately needs help. And giving it Fairy type would be a big boost. Now, it just also has to get some good moves. It's the worst tank starter? Yeah. So imagine you want a tank, but Arceus said grass type. fair enough. Look, if you're into, if that's your style, Sand, more power to you. At least it's not rock steel. Yeah, that's the original meme. Yeah, and poor Aggron. Imagine you wanted to tank, but Arceus said rock steel. Ouch. Come here. There we go. God, Mega Aggron actually drops a type. You know things are bad when dropping a type is an upgrade. Well, it's just Magikarp, so I suppose just Ember it down. We're cooking this fish tonight. It's gonna taste great. Foxes eat fish, you know. Psybeam. There it is. There it is, my friend. We'll go with this. Finally, we now have a move that isn't resisted by other fire types and water types. Now we can actually hit them for something. Pardon me while I organize my moves here. Psybeam is actually fantastic for where we are in the game. Thank goodness. That will do. Even though in lore Magikarp is not edible, it's just scales and bones. That was literally seconds before. Oh, okay. I don't remember that particular scene in the anime. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, maybe I do remember it. It's been a long time. At some point, I should actually probably go through the anime and actually finish it. Oh, that's right, this trainer. Protect Spammer. We're gonna be here for a minute. Yeah, that's right, yeah. They were stranded on a raft after the St. Anne sunk, yeah. It's been a while, man. Gen 1 was so long ago. Good thing Game Freak keeps remaking Gen 1, you know, to remind us every few years. What was that thing you posted earlier, Duck Game? Something about the amount of time it takes between Pokemon games for it to be good? Yeah, so fun fact, between Gen 1 and 2 was 3 years. Gen 2 to 3 was 3 years. Gen 3 to 4 was 4 years, and Gen 4 was remembered to be really good. 4 to 5 was 4 years, and again, Gen 5 is remembered to be really good. 5 to 6 was 3 years. 6 to 7 was 3 years. 7 to 8 was 3 years. 8 to 9 was 3 years. So moral of the story, if you want a good Pokemon game, it has to be at least 4 years between mainline releases. I agree. I saw that, but didn't get a chance to respond to it. Take your time and actually get it right. That is what we hope they will do. And not rush things out like Scarlet and Violet, because Scarlet and Violet were not good. Oh, thank goodness. Water types aren't as irritating anymore. Ultra Sun and Moon still baffle me? How so? Let's grab this. Now we gotta go to the other side. So we gotta clear out every little thing, and oh yeah, we gotta fight this guy still. Literally just release an upgraded version of both games a year later. Yeah, that was a little weird. The way I hear it is you can play Ultra Sun and Moon without having to play the first 2 games, because they're just a direct upgrade. So there's literally no point in playing the original Sun and Moon, unlike with Black and White, where you kind of want to play both. Is that a fair assessment? So you're not sure what will come first, Gen 10 Pokemon or a proper new Yu-Gi-Oh anime? I haven't kept track of Yu-Gi-Oh since the early days of the super memed anime. So Black 2 is a sequel to Black. Right, whereas Ultra Sun is not a sequel to Sun. Rushed Sun and Moon, they skipped out on Pokemon and then made Ultra games, and I think it was just the original Gen 7 product they wanted. See, why didn't they just wait an extra year and get it done right? This is the same stuff we're talking about now in Gen 9. They should have waited another year and actually polished up Gen 9 so it's, not trash. I've seen it, Duck Game. Okay, the Switch 2 does make it so that it plays nice and smooth, no more frame rate issues. But the draw distance is still pretty bad, and the textures still look like they belong in the Wii era. They needed to, it still needs a polish. Not to mention, like, there's so many things that previous gens, just little things that previous generations did that Gen 9 just doesn't do. Like, towns with buildings you can actually go into and people you can talk to inside of those buildings, some of them will give you items even, while others of them will spew nonsense. At least it feels like, the towns are alive and there's an actual world, instead of it feeling like, kind of hollow. Like, here's a town, here's all these houses, you can't go into any of them. They may as well be empty. Also, customization options. Where are my customization options? We need those back. Oh, I see, it's a registered Pokédex. That's what I would expect from one of the professor's hand-picked Pokemon trainers. Well, baby is, now brace yourself, a fairy-type Pokemon. Fairy-type is a new type of Pokemon. This turned the entire type matchup system on its head. Generation 6 is when fairy types were introduced, so they're freaking out about that. And we've been battling fairy type Pokemon against other types of Pokemon and at Professor Sycamore's request. My name's Sina. It's a beautiful name for a beautiful lady, if you say so. I'm Dexio. I like this guy more, he's chill. 2 years ago, Professor Sycamore entrusted me with a Pokédex. You could call me a Pokemon Voyage veteran. If you'd like, I'll show you the way to the lab, so come along now. Sure. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Yeah. Scarlet and Violet needed more time in the oven. They really, really did. They needed more time to cook. Yeah, they tried. They tried and they... tried and they failed. So how are you and Brakeson getting along? The more you walk around with your Pokemon, the stronger your friendship will become. Here's TM for return. This move gets more powerful when your friendship with a Pokemon is strong. Well, I don't plan on getting a normal type. So unfortunately... Yes, let's go to Lumio City. Here we go. Here's the skating rink. I mean, Lumio City. This place is actually big enough to where you're going to want to skate around. Back in the day, you could soft lock yourself in the Lumios? I was not aware of that. I'll go ahead and wait in front of the lab for you. Follow her that way to the lab. By the way, I just thought about this. I know a few random hidden items are located back in Santaloon City if you wanted them. Or... I'll look around and go get them next stream if I feel like doing that. Or just get them on my own time. It doesn't matter that much. This is not the current generation, so I don't care too much about this playthrough. Like I said, I'm probably not even going to 100% the dex unless there's a big story. You know, like a like something significant locked behind completing the dex. I'm just gonna go through the game. I'm gonna complete the main game, complete the post game, catch the legendaries, and call it a day. So unless there's significant story progression locked behind completing the dex, I don't really care about it. I'll probably get all the trainers I can find. I'll probably fight and beat all of them. Collecting all the items would be nice, but it's not super necessary to do on stream. This is gonna be pretty much a one and done kind of thing. This building is the Sycamore Pokemon Lab. Let's go inside. Why is she frowning? I should have put a smile on her face with her attitude. Would have made more sense. I actually had to make an update put on the eShop because people couldn't progress due to saving in a wrong place. Uh-oh. Well, I'll be careful about where I save. Where is it? Where can you, like, where's the actual soft lock? You've traveled a long way from Vanderbilt Town, but you're finally here. Professor can't wait to meet you. Oh, you can find him on the 3rd floor. So hop in the elevator. I mean, I don't think it's gonna matter. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't matter anyway. At least I hope I have the most current version of the game. So, we finally meet. Fantastic, you're here. Come this way, won't you? Many thanks for coming all the way from Vanderbilt Town. I am Professor Sycamore. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. How is your Pokemon journey going so far? You met many different Pokemon? Fantastic. Let me have a quick look at your Pokédex and see. So you've seen 36 kinds of Pokemon in Central Kalos then. Oh, the pages are getting filled in. It's starting to look good. Well now, you do have a certain je ne sais quoi. I have a good feeling about you. At first I was thinking of choosing only one child from a town when I was deciding who to give a Pokemon to. In Vanderbilt Town, when it was going to be the child of a veteran trainer I know. About then, I learned that the Rhyhorn racer Grace and her daughter were moving here. That's neat. So our mom is a Rhyhorn racer. You're in the Kalos region, and you're far away from everything you used to know. That really hit me right here. Then it hit me. I should give you a Pokemon and have you travel around Kalos. Hi, Professor. It's Shauna. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Fantastic. Now let's all have a Pokemon battle. Your opponent shall be me. And then these two Pokemon battle in the lab? Why are you the one who gets to battle the professor? Because I'm the MC! Shall we start the battle? Sure. Just so you know, I'm not that tough. Anyone else have a crush on this professor? I don't swing that way, so no. Not deck-specific things, but I know there's a small mini-plot in Lumios after E4. Okay. 2 seconds, 3DS cutscene to show the professor I don't know why they split the Kalos regional decks into 3. It's actually a major plot point for Serena and her mother. Oh, yeah. In the anime, then. Okay. Just realized how many Gen 5 Pokemon artwork there is in his lab. Yeah! Tepig and Snivy are up on the wall in a picture. I just noticed that before starting the stream, actually. They're challenged by Pokemon Professor Sycamore. This will be a joke. But, I mean, he did admit to not being very strong from the start. Level 10 Kantomon, yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, there's a bunch. There's a bunch more than just that. Yeah, you can see him kind of on the wall right now. Yeah, there's Audino up there. There's a few others. But the big ones were like Snivy and Tepig that I noticed. I think I have about figured it out. Figured what out? Trin, you are an interesting Pokemon trainer indeed. Fantastic if you took another Pokemon with you. Here, pick one. I'm probably not going to use it, but yeah, I'll just pick Bulbasaur then. I see. That's something wonderful. Yeah, there's a few other Pokemon back there. I don't know all their names off the top of my head. Would you like to give your Pokemon a nickname? No thanks. Oh, I see. Since you chose Bulbasaur, I'll give you this Mega Stone. There we go. Come now, you two, pick your Pokemon. I don't know which one to pick, it's so difficult. It's okay, take your time. Well, I've got a feeling everyone else will show up soon. Hey, look, right on cue. Hi, Professor Sycamore. What's this? Everyone is already here? See? Wonderful, everyone's all here. So now we're all here, I'd like to say a few words. Be the best trainer you can be. And at the same time, remember to have fun traveling with your Pokemon. Also, I want to ask you... to ask for your help in solving the Kalos region's biggest Pokemon mystery. The secret and potential of Mega Evolution. A new kind of evolution that occurs in battle. That's why I gave you that Mega Stone just now. It's an important clue. I mean, it's literally the mechanism by which it happens. Mega Evolution? What should we do about the Pokédex? Trevor, my lad, if that's what best trainer means to you, I want you to go out there and complete that Pokédex. Mega Evolution sounds really interesting. If you're investigating Mega Evolution, why don't you check out Camphorier Town? You'll have to... You'll have to correct my pronunciation if I got it wrong. The town has a lot of history. You might find a hit there. Now listen. If you visit many different places to complete the Pokédex, you'll probably see Pokemon with many ways of living and meet people with many ways of thinking. First, accept the ways of living and thinking that sometimes conflict with your own. Think about what's really important. This will truly broaden your horizons. I think being different from others is part of what makes me special. Mastering Mega Evolution will definitely set me apart from other trainers. I mean, not really, since everyone will want to master it. Anyway, I think actually this is a good place to end for today. I did say today might be a bit of a short stream. Ordinarily I would go for at least 4 hours, but for today, I think this will do. Tomorrow we will make it much, much further. Can I adjust the camera to see around here? Yeah, there's a ton of Gen 5 Pokemon. It's funny, I don't think Oshawott up here. But anyway. Avalon, Aurora, Duck Game, Sand, Judex, and everybody else who came. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you guys have enjoyed the playthrough so far. We will continue it tomorrow. It was good meeting you too, Sand. I hope I'll get to see you tomorrow when I play some more. By then, hopefully, we'll be able to pick up some more party members. I am the knight. And thank you so much for the follow, Sand, and for the 51 months, Aurora. Alright, you guys have a good night. I will see you all tomorrow for more. Hey guys, thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, consider checking me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/TrinfiniteX every Friday, Saturday, and Monday. I'd love to meet you. The details will be down below in the description. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and a comment on what game you'd like to see next, or what you think of my content. I'd be happy to hear from you. As always, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you around.